All right. Sorry I'm late. Had some running around to do. Oh, that won't work. But it's the White Sox and the Yankees in Game 4 of this 4-game series. After a crazy night last night where the White Sox came back from 4-0 down to win it in 12, what will they do for an encore? Let's find out right now.
The following is a presentation of the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network. This is Major League Baseball on SMSN.
And a pleasant good afternoon to everybody in the region, across the nation, around the world. We welcome y'all inside of the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network studios and to Wright Field on the south side, where the White Sox will try to gain a split of the 4-game series. Last night, the White Sox had no doggone business winning that game, but they did. 6-5 was the final in 12 as the American League Central Division remains in sight for the White Sox. Today, they will send Sean Burke to the mound to try to tame this Yankee lineup. And speaking of the Yankee lineup, here we go. Trent Grisham leads off in left. Ben Rice in center. Ben Rice bats second at first base. Jason Dominguez bats third. He's in right field. Paul Goldschmidt bats fourth. He's the DH. Spencer Jones bats fifth. He's in left field. Jazz Chisholm bats sixth at second base. Anthony Volpe bats seventh. He's the shortstop. Ryan McMahon bats eighth. He's at third base. And Austin Wells bats ninth. He is your catcher. Defensively for the White Sox, left to right in the outfield, Randall Grichuk in left, Everson Pereira in center, Brayton Montgomery in right, around the horn third to first, Colson Montgomery at third, Luis Angel Acuna at short, Chase Mydroth at second, Munetaka Murakami at first base. Edgar Quero, last night's hero, catches the right-handed pitching of Sean Burke. In the sixth inning, we'll have some White Sox trivia for you. We'll have scoreboard updates throughout the course of the game. And let me tell you what happened last night. It's a game, unfortunately, that I missed broadcasting. But like I said, they had no business at all winning that game. None. They were down 4-0 before fans settled in their seats. They got a run back to make it 4-1. And then the eighth inning happened. Chase Mydroth hit a 2-run homer, and Munetaka Murakami went back-to-back. And we are tied at 4. Yankees get a run in the 11th. Make it 5-4. Thought it was over for the White Sox until their catcher, the Yankees catcher, threw a wild pickoff play at third into left field that allowed Murakami to score, tying the game at 5. Then in the bottom of the 12th inning, with 2 out, Edgar Quero poked a single to center field, and that was it. White Sox winner, 6-5 was the final score. After today, we will be headed to Tampa to take on the Tampa Bay Rays. There I am. Whole lot of stuff that we're getting together, waiting. We cannot wait to bring this one to you. It's going to be so much fun. Got so much things in place now, which I absolutely love. You can't see the top of my head. Let me fix that. Let me fix that. There we go. There we go. Cubs and St. Louis will go later. Got to get some lights. Got to get some lights here, which I will. Open the notebook, and we're just about ready to go from the south side. I know. My computer's going nuts right now. But that's all right. Cannot wait to bring this. I'm in here. I'm feeling good. I was not feeling good yesterday, which is why I didn't do the game. And now part of me is sorry. I missed it, but then I'm not, because I feel a whole lot better this afternoon. Tampa Bay tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday as we hit the road. That's why this is a 2:10 game. And if you want to be a sponsor of our programming here, then all you have to do is drop an email to snowmanmultimedia@gmail.com. That's snowmanmultimedia@gmail.com. Pretty good crowd rolling in on the south side this afternoon. Sunny skies, about 80 degrees, not a cloud in sight. And the White Sox are looking to split this 4-game series and increase their lead to 2 full games over the Cleveland Guardians. I knew I was going to do that. I knew I was going to do that. Yankees won the first game of this series 8-3. Or not, I got it wrong again. The Yankees won the first game of this series by a final of 9-5. Then they won game 2 by a final of 3-2. Chase Mydroth hit a 9th inning 2-run home run to get the Sox back to within a run, but they could never complete it. And then last night happened. Edgar Quero walked us off in the 12th inning, and the White Sox win by a count of 6-5. Sean Burke on the mound for the White Sox, right-hander, getting ready to start his warm-up tosses. And while I'm thinking about it, here's the lineup again for the Yankees. Trent Grisham leads off in center. Ben Rice at first. Jason Dominguez in right. Paul Goldschmidt, Spencer Jones, Chaz Chisholm. The next 3, the DH, left fielder in second base. Anthony Volpe at short. Ryan McMahon at third. Austin Wells will catch. And Sean Burke making his 18th start of the year, 118 and 1/3 innings pitched with a 3.19 ERA. He has walked 35, struck out 130. And I want to add a couple of things to the notebook. Make sure I take all my notes here. Burke uses the 4-seam fastball the most. He's got a knuckle curve, a slider, a sinker, a cutter, and a changeup. So we're about ready to go from the south side. The defense again for the White Sox. Randall Grichuk in left, Everson Pereira in center, and Brayton Montgomery in right. Around the horn, third to first, Colson Montgomery, Luis Angel Acuna, Chase Mydroth, and Munetaka Murakami. Edgar Quero catches the big right-hander, Sean Burke. 81 degrees at first pitch time, 54% humidity, and the wind is only at 5 miles an hour coming in from left field. Our weather today, and Alex McKay is the home plate umpire. And we're ready to go. Everybody in place, infield up at third, back in normal position at short. Trent Grisham will lead it off as Burke rocks into the windup and delivers a high fastball, ball one, and off we go at 2:12 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 1:12 Central Daylight Time. One ball, no strikes the count. Burke from the windup delivers. Fastball, missed it inside, and the count's now 2-0. Two balls, no strikes the count. And now Aaron Boone and the home plate umpire, Alex McKay, is yelling at Trent Grisham. Now the umpires are having a discussion about what, I don't know. The count is 2-0. We're just getting started on the south side. And I think Grisham is ready to get back to work. Or maybe not. Let's meet our managers. Will Venable is the manager of the White Sox. Oh, I think Grisham and the Yankees want interference on the catcher because it looked like his bat made contact with the catcher's glove. That's what it is. So they're talking to Will Venable. And that's why Aaron Boone wanted a review of this. Two-0 is our count. And we're going to have a review. This early in the ball game, we're going to have a review. And the challenge from the Yankees is it catcher's interference? I don't think so. I don't think that is catcher's interference. And they've ruled that it is catcher's interference because the bat made contact with the glove. So Trent Grisham is at first with nobody out. So Burke with a runner aboard. Nobody out here in the top of the first. Now to bring Ben Rice to the plate. Burke from the set position. Here's the pitch. Knuckle curve outside for ball one. So after all that, we get a catcher's interference call. Trent Grisham at first. Ben Rice hitting 3 for 13 this series. hitting at 271. He's got 31 homers, driven in 73. The 1-0. Fastball outside, and it's 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Nobody out. A runner aboard at first here in the top of the first. Burke is ready. So is Ben Rice. And the 2-0 pitch. A slider inside, and it's 3-0. Three balls, no strikes. A runner on and nobody out here in the top of the first. Rice is ready, left-handed batter's box. So is Sean Burke. The kick and the pitch. Sinker, strike call in the outside corner, 3-1. And it just caught the top of the corner. 3 balls and a strike. Would love to have a double play right about now. And they throw to first to check on Trent Grisham. He's back safely. Three balls, one strike to count. Burke is set. Grisham leads away at first. And the 3-1 pitch. A smash foul. First base side. And the count is now full at 3-2. Come on in, grab your popcorn, grab your favorite drink, and join me for a little afternoon baseball. 3-2. Ben Rice stands in. Grisham leads away from first. Burke is set. And the payoff pitch is a knuckle curve outside for ball 4. So catcher's interference and a walk begin the inning for Sean Burke and the White Sox. This is how yesterday started, with a disastrous first inning from Davis Martin. And here's Jason Dominguez, 4 for 12 with 4 runs scored in this series, hitting .233 on the season. Burke from the set looks at second with Grisham, and the pitch, high and wide for ball 1. Every batter this inning, he has been behind on the count. He got to the payoff pitch with Ben Rice. Now meeting on the mound with Edgar Quero. As mentioned, Dominguez hitting at .233 on the season. So the fireside chat on the mound is over. Sean Burke trying to get the White Sox out of an early jam. Rice leads away from first, Grisham from second. Burke is ready, comes to the set position at the belt. The 1-0 pitch, a swing and a pop-up foul on a play to the left. And the count is now even, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one the count. Nobody out here in the top of the first. Here's the 1-1. A strike called on the outside corner with a fastball. And the count's now 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out, 2 runners aboard. Grisham at second. Grisham at second. And Rice at first. The 1-2 pitch is low, gets away, and the runners do not move. Good stop by Quero behind the plate. Count is now 2-2 to Jason Dominguez. When he hits a ground ball, he hits .387. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, nobody out, top of the first. The pitch on the way is a sinker outside, and the count is now full at 3-2. Brandon Keeler from the Sports Nuts with us this afternoon. I'm doing good, man. 3-2 the count. Burke from the set position. The payoff pitch, swing and a miss on a cutter. And there's one out in the first. Boy, that out was necessary. Gave him a cutter inside that dropped off the table. One out in the first, two on. And Burke's pitch, swing and a miss on a slider, and the count's 0-1 to Paul Goldschmidt. Started his career with the Diamondbacks, and then played with the Cardinals, and now with the New York Yankees. 0-1 to Paulie. Burke from the set position, right-hander to right-hander, and the pitch outside with a slider, and the count's even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, thanks, man. I'm trying to lose more weight. Paul Goldschmidt, 3 for 12 this series. 2 runs scored, 2 strikeouts, a couple of RBIs. 1-1 to Paul Goldschmidt. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss on the sinker, up and in, and the count's 1-2. So the inning started with catcher's interference, allowing Grisham to reach, and also a base on balls to Ben Rice. Those are the runners with 1 out. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Goldschmidt. The kick and the pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball outside. Second strikeout for Burke, and there's 2 down in the inning. So with 2 down and 2 on, Burke trying to get out of a jam. Now we'll work to Spencer Jones. The pitch, swinging a foul out of play, strike 1. Oh, we got some breaking news. The Birmingham Stallions and the Houston Gamblers are gone. Wow. I think in a couple of years, that whole league is going to be gone. Spencer Jones, 2 for 8 this series. Burke from the set looks at second, and the 0-1 is a curveball, strike on the corner, and the count's 0-2. Oh, and 2 the count to Spencer Jones. The pitch on the way, a swing and a pop-up. Third base side, Acuna's coming. Can he get there? He's there! And they get out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 men left. Great job by Sean Burke getting out of the inning. There was an error in the inning on the catcher's interference. We go to the bottom of the first. Yankees nothing, and the White Sox come to bat on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze claw.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crown they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting teen sisters, it's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast?
Meet the Chicago White Sox batting order. Leading off, the second baseman Chase Maidroth. Munetaka Murakami bats second at first. Miguel Vargas bats third. He's the DH. Randall Grichuk batting fourth. in left field. Colson Montgomery batting 5th at third base. Everson Pereira batting 6th in center field. While we're taking a look, batting 7th, Brayton Montgomery in right. Luis Angel Acuna batting 8th. The shortstop, and Edgar Quero bats 9th. He's the catcher. Through the lineup again, Maidroff, Murakami, Vargas, Grichuk, Montgomery, Pereira, Montgomery, Luis Angel Acuna, and Edgar Quero. Get to the defense in just a moment. First pitch, swing and a miss to Chase Maidroff, and the count is 0-1. Ryan Weathers is the starting pitcher for the New York Yankees. Weathers from the overhead wind. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss, and the count's 0-2 on a sinker to Chase Maidroff. Maidroff, 3 for 12 in this series. A pair of doubles, 2 runs scored, a home run, and 3 runs batted in. From the overhead wind, here's the pitch. Low, and the count is 1-2. Let's meet the visiting defense. Spencer Jones in left, Trent Grisham in center. Jason Dominguez in right, around the horn third to first. Ryan McMahon, Anthony Volpe, a swing and a bouncer to third. Up with it is the throw is high, but they tag him. No, they say safe. Ryan McMahon with a high throw, and Maidroff is on. They may take a look at that. Let's get through the Yankee defense. Spencer Jones, Trent Grisham, Jason Dominguez, your outfield from left to right. Around the horn third to first. Ryan McMahon, Anthony Volpe, Jazz Chisholm, and Ben Rice. I thought he tagged him. He did. He tagged him on the helmet. He is out. I think he is out. I think the Yankees are going to win this challenge because it looked like he tagged Maidroff on the helmet. So this may get reversed very quickly. Alvin Lackel and Paul Rebel are joining us here. Thank you very much. If you haven't done so already, for those of you watching our television simulcast on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, turn the bell on for all notifications whenever the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network goes live. I swear he's out. It's over. He is out. The call is overturned. Maidroff is out. 1 out in the first. I thought so. I truly thought so. Ryan Weathers is your pitcher, making his 21st start with a 4-7 record, a 4.25 ERA, 108 innings pitched, 122 strikeouts. His main pitch is the fastball. He wanted to establish the heat early, disrupt the right-handers, and protect the middle. The pitch to Murakami is a strike with a sweeper, and the count's 0-1. So that call was correctly overturned. Paul Rebel says, "You're the best," from Chicago. Paul, thank you, Paul. Appreciate it. From the windup, the 0-1, a sweeper for a strike, and the count's 0-2 to Murakami. Murakami at 241 hitting at 241 during a 15-game on-base streak. 8 extra base hits and 13 walks during this streak. The 0-2 pitch. Sweeper outside, and the count's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, bottom of the first. Weathers winds, kicks, and deals. A sweeper low and outside, and the count's even 2-2. Two and two the count. All sweepers here in this at bat, and he throws a slider, and the count's full at 3-2. Three balls and 2 strikes. No score here in the bottom of the first inning. Murakami is ready. From the windup, the payoff pitch, a swing and a little looper headed into left field and down for a base hit. In front of Spencer Jones, so Murakami reaches again. And 1 out and 1 on in the bottom of the first. Last night, Munetaka Murakami and Sam Antonacci went back-to-back to tie the game. A 2-run shot by Antonacci, a solo shot by Murakami. And the next thing you know, we had a tie game, in a game the Sox eventually won in 12 innings. From the set, the pitch to Vargas, swinging a bouncer foul, third base side, and the count's 0-1. Miguel El Tigre Vargas up to the plate with Murakami on at first, sharing a laugh with first baseman Ben Rice. That's why I love baseball, all the camaraderie. From the set, here's the pitch. Slider low, and the count's even, 1-1. One ball, one strike. The kick and the pitch is a strike with a changeup, and the count's now 1-2. One ball, two strikes to Vargas, who was 2 for 8 in this series against the Yankees, hitting at .242, 22 homers. He's driven in 63. The pitch on the way is a sweeper inside, and the count's now even at 2-2. Two balls, two strikes the count, with 1 out and 1 on here in the bottom of the first. The pitch on the way. A swing and a foul at the plate. We'll do it again. Count remains at 2-2. Bottom of the first with 1 out. White Sox trying to gain a split in this 4-game set before heading off to Tampa for a weekend series against the Rays, for heading out to St. Petersburg, I beg your pardon. 2-2 the count to Vargas. Weathers set, and the lefty delivers. A changeup outside, and the count's full 3-2. So from 1-2 to 3-2 to Vargas, same with Murakami. Murakami got a 1-out hit. Weathers is ready from the belt. The payoff pitch is a sinker right there. Strike 3 called. And Vargas may want to have them look at it. I wouldn't waste the challenge yet. That was a strike. Again, the Yankees defense, Spencer Jones in left, Trent Grisham in center, Jason Dominguez in right, McMahon at third, Volpe at short, Chisholm at second, Rice at first. Austin Wells catches Ryan Weathers. So 2 out, a runner aboard here in the bottom of the first. Here is Randall Grichuk, and he takes a sweeper for a strike, and the count's 0-1.
Let's do this properly and make sure that you're on the front of the screen, sir.
1 strike the count. 2 out, a runner aboard. Grichuk 1 for 5 in this series. The pitch on the way. A changeup low, and the count's even 1-1.
Quick update. Royals up 2-0 over the Twins at the end of 4.
That's my on-screen son, the droid, who will keep the baseball updates coming. A ball, a strike, 2 down. Runner at first. The kick and the pitch outside, and it's 2-1. What the White Sox want to do is what they did last night in the late innings, but they want to do it early, and that's keep Weathers throwing. He's thrown 20 pitches in this inning so far. 2-1 the count. Weathers sets, kicks, deals. Swinging a bouncer foul, third base side. And the count is even at 2-2.
Well, I also think, Brian, you need to see the same performance from Edgar Quero this time around as well.
Yep. Quero was the hero last night with the walk-off hit. That's his 3rd walk-off hit this year, including a home run against the Cubs. 2-2 the count to Grichuk. The pitch on the way, a swing and a high pop foul. Third base side, that's out of play. Count remains even at 3-2. Good crowd on hand at Wright Field. Randall Grichuk, former Cardinal, stands in with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Murakami at first with a 1-out single. The 2-2 pitch. Swinging a bouncing ball to third off the shortstop's glove and into left field. Murakami makes the turn. He's headed for third. No throw coming in. And the White Sox are in business with 2 out in the bottom of the first. Runners at second and third.
Oh, my God. Hold on. I got a roach on my computer. Hold on.
We can't have that. And that is scored a double for Randall Grichuk. And as soon as that ball bounced into left, Murakami took off and got to third. So now two runners in scoring position with 2 out here in the bottom of the first. And here's Colson Montgomery. Here's the pitch. A sweeper outside, ball 1. Montgomery 3 for 11 this series. A run scored. He has struck out 3 times. He's hitting at 220, 24 homers. He's driven in 61. He's been stuck on that 24 home run mark for a while. Weathers looks at second. The pitch on the way. A sweeper inside, and the count's 2-0. This is one thing the White Sox have to improve going down the stretch, and that is take advantage of opportunities. Weathers sets. Kicks, deals. Fastball outside, 3-0. Three balls, no strikes. 27th pitch this inning about to be thrown by Weathers. Montgomery is ready. The 3-0 pitch. A swing and a ground ball to first. The race is on. Weathers gets there, and the inning is over. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We go to the second. No score on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join Ryan McCarthy
I became a Jets fan because Kermit the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
and Dustin Henry
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps
as they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
Let's have a Major League Scoreboard update. Here's the droid. If he's here. Nope, he stepped away for a bit. So we'll keep the scoreboard update for you.
I forgot that I mute every program. That's my bad. Cedric Mullins with a solo homer to put the Rays up 3-2 at the bottom of the 8th. As you know, on this broadcast, the Yankees and White Sox are tied. Cubs and Cardinals are tied at 0-all. And the Royals lead 2-0 at the top of the 5. Carter Jensen up the bat.
Thank you very much. We're headed to the top of the second inning. The White Sox had a threat going with a 1-out single by... Doggone it. No, I'm not. There we are. We head to the top of the second where the White Sox and Yankees are scoreless. White Sox had a threat going with a 1-out single by Murakami and a 2-out double by Randall Grichuk. The rumors are swirling that the Tigers are expected to trade their ace in Tarek Skubal. A target for the White Sox may be closer Mason Miller. The pitch to Chisholm is whacked foul down the first base side for strike 1. Let us know where you are listening and or watching from on our simulcast, and we'll say hi to you. Chisholm 3 for 12 this series, a double, 2 RBIs, and he has struck out 6 times. The pitch, swinging a bouncer foul, and the count's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on, nobody out. Top of the second inning with no score. Burke is ready, first base side of the rubber. From the chest high wind, here's the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a pop-up foul. Out of play. The count remains at 0-2. Make sure I have my extra drink with me. 0-2 the count. Nobody on, nobody out. Top of the second inning with no score. Burke from the windup. Here's the pitch. Low with a knuckle curve, and it's 1-2. Yankees, Red Sox, and Guardians are the 3 teams that are in the wild card. Astros a game out, Twins a game and a half out, Mariners 2.5 out, Orioles 2.5 out, and the Tigers are 4.5 out. The pitch on the way, low and inside, and the count's even 2-2 with another knuckle curve. The one thing you don't want to do as a pitcher is you have 2 strikes on a batter and you don't put them away. Seen that quite a few times, especially lately. Chisholm back in the left-handed batter's box. Burke is ready. Takes a deep breath. From the chest high windup, the pitch. Swing and a miss on a cutter. 1 up, 1 down in the second. Third strikeout for Sean Burke. He said, okay, if I can't get him with a knuckle curve, I'll throw him a cutter. And Chisholm went fishing. 1 out in the second. And now Burke from the windup pitches to Volpe. He takes a strike, and the count's 0-1 with a knuckle curve. Volpe hitting at .250 on the year. From the windup, here's the 0-1 to Volpe. Swing and a miss on a sinker, and the count's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, top of the second, no score. From the windup, the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called on the outside corner with a fastball. Volpe doesn't believe it, but he'll head back to the dugout. That's strikeout number 4 for Sean Burke. Right on the corner. Volpe doesn't agree with the call. And with 2 down, here in the top of the second, here's Ryan McMahon, the 8th place hitter. The pitch, a strike called with a fastball, and the count's 0-1. Ryan McMahon, I beg your pardon, hitting at .210 on the season. 0-1 the count. If you want to sponsor us as a fan or as a company, drop an email to snowmanmultimedia@gmail.com. The 0-1, swing and a miss on a fastball at 98. And the count's 0-2. McMahon this series is 1 for 5. He's hitting .210 on the year with 9 homers. He's driven in 26. 0-2 the count. From the chest high windup, the 0-2 pitch. Fastball outside, and the count's 1-2. I think that was kind of a waste pitch for Sean Burke. After that first inning, you would love to have Burke retire these guys in order. From the windup, the pitch. Swing and a miss on a knuckle curve. He struck him out. Well, that's the end of that. Sean Burke strikes out the side. We go to the bottom of the second. Yankees nothing, White Sox nothing on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to I can be the black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Join Ryan
Booted.
Try that again. Let's stay in the Central Division. Here's an update from Droid from Kansas City.
The Royals score another. John Ray hits to right field, bounces off the wall. The throw to second, not in time. And Carter Jensen takes the time, goes all the way around the bases from first to score, making it 3-0 Royals. Back to you, Brian.
All right, thank you very much. We head to the bottom of the second inning. No score from Rate Field on the south side of Chicago. Ultimate Sports Network is here with us. White Sox have the only 2 hits of the game and the only error. That came in the top of the first on catcher's interference. Ryan Weathers begins by pitching to Everson Pereira, and he throws a sinker down low for ball 1. Pereira 0 for 3, 3 strikeouts this series. He's hitting at .222, 3 homers. He's driven in 7. From the chest high wide, here's the 1-0. A sweeper for a strike, and the count's even 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the 6th place hitter, Everson Pereira, who's playing center field today. A windup in the pitch, a changeup outside, and the count is 2-1. Two balls and a strike. The pitch on the way. A swing and a foul to the right. Counts even is at 2-2. Sanders and Taylor Green getting first team reps for the Browns, and Watson and Dillon with the second team. Who will be the Browns starter this year? The 2-2 pitch on the way. A called strike 3 on a slider right on the inside corner. There's 1 out in the second. White Sox are going to challenge it, and I believe they're going to waste one with this. Bang, right there. That wasn't even close to being outside. So the White Sox just lost the challenge. They did that Sunday against Houston, lost both of their challenges in the first inning. But it wound up not mattering as the White Sox put up a 12-3 win over Houston to get 1 out of 3 in that series. Here's Braden Montgomery, the 7th place hitter, playing right field, and he'll take a sweeper for a strike, and the count's 0-1. All in 1 the count. The pitch. Change up outside. And the count's even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Looks like Sanders is your slight leader. We will see. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a ground ball to short. Volpe with it. The toss to first. In time. 2 down in the inning. Two up, 2 down, and here's Luis Angel Acuna headed to the plate, the 8th place hitter for the White Sox this afternoon, playing shortstop. Weathers winds and deals, a sinker upstairs for ball 1. What I love about this White Sox team is how this group of youngsters came together beginning with the first home series of the year against Toronto. Acuna 1 for 4 this series. The pitch on the way, a swing and a bouncing ball to short. Volpe up with it. The toss to Ben Rice is in time, and the inning is over. I'll finish that thought when we come back. White Sox get nothing. We are through 2, and it's no score on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting teen sisters, it's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast?
No thanks, we're good.
They're always in their own world.
What'd you get there?
Twice the work. Twice the surprises.
Just try it.
Good. But if you think of it that way, they're also twice as fulfilling.
I think you should ask her yourself.
Is it okay to call you Mom?
Of course you can.
Beginning next week on Snowman in the Morning, we will begin our football previews. Yes, we're going to predict the records. We're going to predict a few scores and who will end up in Los Angeles in February. That's beginning this Monday on Snowman in the Morning. And we also start our college football previews. Chris Dietz will lead us on the road to Vegas. And again, that's beginning this Monday. It means Deb Whitkus will be with us. It means my wife Jody will be here with us with her opinions. And you all know Jody, her opinion is all about the Colts, but she's going to offer some insight. It'll be fun. Trade rumors are heating up about Luis Arias, former batting champion, to the Cleveland Guardians. That would help them. Sean Burke is ready to go to the top of the third. With no score, the White Sox have 2 hits. Here's Austin Wells, the catcher, and he swings and pops it foul on a slider. And the count is 0-1. Rate Field in Chicago. My hometown, and the South Side is my home area. Burke from the windup. Kicks and deals. A curveball strike, a knuckle curve for a strike, and it's 0-2. Top of the 4th, we'll have some Yankees trivia for you. And in the 6th inning, we'll have some White Sox trivia for you. From the windup, the 0-2 pitch. Fastball inside, and it's 1-2. Snowman here. Droid is there accompanying me today. Austin Wells is 0 for 8 with 2 strikeouts this series. Burke is ready, third base side of the rubber. From the windup, the 1-2 pitch. Missed it inside. Or did he? Edgar Quero says that was a strike. So the White Sox will use an ABS challenge. And they lost it. Just like against Houston on Sunday, where they lost both of their challenges early. So the count's even 2-2 to Austin Wells. Burke from the windup delivers. A swing and a miss on a slider. 1 out in the 3rd. 6 strikeouts for Sean Burke. That slider was supposed to go down. It remained up. Wells went after it and missed it. Key for Sean Burke is to keep his pitch count down as the game gets later. Here's Trent Grisham, who reached on an error in the 1st. From the windup, here's the pitch, a swing and a pop-up. Third base side, Montgomery going at it. He'll run out of room as it goes into the stands for strike 1. Grisham hitting at .213 coming into the game today. Want to check out everything Ohio? Then check out the Ultimate Sports Network, especially for coverage of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Trent Grisham now at the plate. 0 for 1 on the day. The pitch, swing and a miss, and the count's 0-2. Tied him up with a fastball at 95. Oh, and 2 the count. Grisham back in the batter's box. Burke back on the mound. Burke is ready. And the 0-2. A slider down low, and the count's 1-2. One out in the third on a strikeout of Austin Wells. The White Sox have no more ABS challenges remaining. That's going to be important coming down the stretch. They'll wind up in the 1-2. A fastball high and wide, and the count's even 2-2. That's the danger of having only 2 ABS challenges. When you use them and you miss them, you may need them later. Let's hope that's not the case today. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, top of the third. The kick and the pitch. Swing and a miss on a cutter. 2 down in the inning on a cutter at 89 miles per hour. Wayne Soa is with us. Says, "What's up, Snowman? Bring us a win, my man." I'll do my best, Wayne. And I'm sorry I missed the last couple of games. Wasn't feeling well, but I am today. Here's Ben Rice. Rice walked his first time up. The pitch, swinging a high fly ball into deep center field. Back on it is Pereira in front of the wall. He'll jog in and make the catch, and the inning is over. 6 in a row retired by Sean Burke. We go to the bottom of the third. No score on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, "I can beat up black people."
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, No, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
Bottom of the third inning. Excuse me. Bottom of the third inning. No score. White Sox have 2 hits. Yankees have none. Trent Grisham reached on an error in the top of the first. And here's Edgar Quero to lead off the third against Ryan Weathers. And Quero bounces one foul for strike 1.
We were talking about Quero earlier, how he walked it off for the White Sox last night. But the question is, can he really pull off that same magic again to get the White Sox maybe even a lead here?
The pitch on the way. A swing and a bouncing ball to short. Anthony Volpe up with it. Toss to first is in time. 1 up, 1 down in the third. Ryan Weathers has settled down after that first inning threat. I have to Wayne Soa again. I have to say Sam Antonacci is my favorite player on the Sox. He's a pure contact hitter and love his intensity. I agree. I love Sam Antonacci, and Antonacci's a rookie. Antonacci's a rookie, so he can only get better, and so can some of these guys here. As I mentioned, 4th youngest team in the majors. Weathers from the Wine delivers a fastball high for ball 1. 95 miles an hour on that 4-seam fastball. No score, bottom of the 3rd. Chase Mydroth at the plate with 1 out, as Edgar Quero grounded out to start the inning. The pitch inside with a changeup, and it's 2-0. Mydroth 0 for 1 on the afternoon. We'll have a scoreboard update next inning and trivia in the 6th. The pitch, strike called with a sinker, and the count's 2-1. In the last 14 games, Chase Mydroth is hitting at .319. He has driven in 10 runs, including 2 big ones last night. The pitch, sinker inside, and the count's now 3-1. Weather's up to 43 pitches so far. You want to make him throw more per inning. From the Chest Eye Wine, here's the 3-1 pitch. Sinker outside, ball 4, and Mydroth reaches on a walk. Third base runner to reach for the Chicago White Sox. Here is Munetaka Murakami. Weathers from the set position, kicks and fires. A sweeper outside for ball 1 to Murakami. Murakami blooped a single his first time up. Carolina Panthers rookie Chris Brazell will undergo. There's a strike on a slider, and the count's even a 1-1. A little bit of breaking news from NFL camp. Carolina Panthers rookie wide receiver out of Tennessee and 3rd-round pick Chris Brazell will undergo season-ending surgery on his torn LCL. Ouch. The 1-1 to Murakami. Slap foul out of play. And the count's 1-2. One and two the count to Munetaka Murakami. Royals lead the Twins 3-0. They're in the bottom of the 6th at Target Field. We'll get a full scoreboard update with Droid in the 4th inning. 1-2 to Murakami. The kick and the pitch. Fastball outside, and the count's even 2-2. We'll be with you tomorrow beginning at 6 o'clock Eastern Time. As the White Sox travel to St. Petersburg to play the Tampa Bay Rays. The 2-2, a swing and a fly ball to left foul. Murakami golfed that one. We got a final from St. Pete. The Rays have beaten the Rangers 3-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. A step off and a throw to first. Mydroth is back safely. Not only will we have our scoreboard update in the 4th, we'll also have a question of the day, a fun question of the day for the fans. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fastball high and wide. It's 3-2 to Murakami. You covering the NFL Hall of Fame game? I might. The payoff. Swing and a miss. Murakami's gone. 2 down in the 3rd. I might cover the Hall of Fame game just to get the football juices started. Here's Miguel Vargas, who struck out in the 1st, hitting at 242. 2 down, runner at first. The pitch, swinging a high, pop up. Volpe going out, calling for it. He's got it, and the inning is over. All right, a question of the day coming up, along with the scoreboard update. No runs, no hits, no errors, and one man left. We go to the fourth, no score on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to, I can be the black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
To the top of the... Dadgummit. To the top of the fourth we go. Jason Dominguez leads off and slaps one foul down the first baseline for strike one. Sean Burke has 5 consecutive strikeouts in the second and third innings today. The pitch. Change up for a strike, and the count's 0-2. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error for the White Sox. Nothing across for the Yankees. Jason Dominguez trying to change that. 0-2 the count. Burke from the windup, the pitch. Fastball outside at 97, and the count's 1-2. Dominguez struck out in the first. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Burke settles in on the rubber. From the windup, the pitch on the way, a fastball outside, and the count is now even at 2-2. 5 consecutive strikeouts for Sean Burke. Let's see if he can take care of Jason Dominguez. Burke is ready. From the windup, the pitch. Swing and a miss! Struck him out on a slider at 86 miles an hour. And there's 1 out in the fourth. 6 consecutive strikeouts. On 50 pitches now for Sean Burke. He works into the fourth with Paul Goldschmidt at the plate. Burke from the windup delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike one on a sinker at 96. No balls, 1 strike, the count. Goldschmidt 0 for 1 on the afternoon. From the chest high wind, he delivers a swing and a pop-up foul. Quero going after it. Does he have room? He does not. It's out of play, and it's strike 2 to Goldschmidt. No balls, 2 strikes to count. Burke is ready. Infield swung around toward third base. And the pitch. Swinging a pop foul out of play on a fastball. And the count remains where it is at 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on a fastball. 7 consecutive strikeouts and 2 down in the 4th. 96 mile an hour right down the middle, and Goldschmidt couldn't catch up with it. Two up and 2 down. 9 strikeouts for Sean Burke today. 3 on a cutter, 3 on a fastball, 2 on a slider, and 1 on a knuckle curve. 9 strikeouts, 7 consecutive for Sean Burke. From the line and the pitch to Spencer Jones is a ball, and the count's 1-0. Sean Burke has retired the last 7 batters by strikeout. Spencer Jones 0 for 1. Flew out in the first. Burke from the windup, kicks and deals. A knuckle curve for a strike, and the count's even 1-1. One ball, 1 strikes to Sean Burke. He nods yes. Into the windup, the pitch to Jones. A knuckle curve swung on and driven deep to right, but foul. And the count's 1-2 to Spencer Jones. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. Top of the 4th inning. The kick and the pitch, swinging a foul out of play on a fastball. And the count stays where it is at 1-2. Rate Field on the south side of Chicago. Brian Snow here with you. Droid will have an update for us after the next break. I missed it this time. I won't miss him when we come back from the break this time. From the windup, the pitch. Fastball outside, and it's even at 2-2. From the windup, the 2-2 pitch. Fastball outside, and the count's full 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 4th inning. Burke is ready. From the chest high wind, the payoff pitch. Swing and a drive to right and down for a base hit. I thought he missed it. So Spencer Jones ends the strikeout streak and gets the first hit for the Yankees today. I was so excited. I thought he missed it, and he whacked it to right for a base hit. I will get better, folks. I promise. So 2 out, 2 down. Spencer Jones at first, and here is Jazz Chisholm, who struck out in the second. A turn and throw to first. Spencer Jones is back safely. Jazz Chisholm at the plate. Burke looks at first. And now comes set. The kick and the pitch. Fastball wide for ball 1. First couple of hitters, Sean Burke was falling behind on every batter, but now until the last two hitters, he's gotten ahead. A 1-0. Swing and a miss. Runner goes. Spencer Jones swipes second base. Quero doesn't even waste time with a throw, And now the Yankees have a runner in scoring position with 2 out in the top of the 4th. Good move by Quero as the after swing by Jazz Chisholm prevented him from throwing Spencer Jones out at second base. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 out, a runner at second base. Burke is ready. Looks at second. Here's the pitch. A knuckle curve for a strike, and the count's even 2-2, but Jazz Chisholm says, oh no, it wasn't. So they'll take a look. And he was correct. It wasn't a strike. So the count is now 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Top of the 4th, no score. Jazz Chisholm at the plate, Spencer Jones at second, and the pitch. Swinging a bouncing ball right side to Murakami, but foul. Now leaving the count at 2-2. Yankees had 2 runners at first and second in the first, couldn't cash in. The White Sox had the same situation, couldn't cash in. Now the Yankees have a runner in scoring position with 2 out here in the 4th. Been a pitcher's duel up to this point. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Burke from the set position. The kick and the pitch. Fastball outside, and the count's full 3-2. And if I were Sean Burke, I'd worry about getting the hitter. Forget Spencer Jones at second base. You have 2 out in the inning, and you want that 3rd out. 3-2 to Jazz Chisholm. The pitch. Outside, ball 4 with a sinker. And now the Yankees have another threat going in the 4th. Now to bring the pitching coach for the White Sox out to talk to Sean Burke. So after 7 consecutive strikeouts, a single and a walk has put runners on first and second for New York as they try to break through. They try to break through Sean Burke. Burke has 9 strikeouts in the game. Here is Anthony Volpe, who's made a couple of good plays at shortstop this afternoon for the Yankees. Volpe 0 for 1. He struck out in the second. Here's the pitch. Slider for a strike, and the count's 0-1. To answer Wayne's question, we cover all things NFL. 1 strike the count. Burke from the set. Looks at Spencer Jones at second. The pitch on the way. A swing and a foul out of play to the right. And the count's 0-2. And I'll say it again. This is where you have to have the mindset of a reliever, which is get the out at the plate. 9 strikeouts for Sean Burke. A 10th one will get the White Sox out of a jam. Burke is ready. Looks at second. The pitch on the way. A knuckle curve. Call strike 3. Volpe says, take a look. That's a strikeout. Boom! Right on the corner. And the Yankees' threat is wasted. We go to the bottom of the 4th. No score on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green. and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps
as they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central.
If you're the kind of person...
Scoreboard update with Droid. Here he is.
Alex Bregman scores on a throwing error, tying up. You thought I was going to say the team name, wasn't you? No, the team up north in the Cardinals at 1.
We move to the bottom of the fourth. Randall Grichuk starts things off for the White Sox. And Weathers delivers a sweeper inside for ball 1. Grichuk is 1 for 1. He doubled his last time up. Now hitting at 252.
Listen, Brian.
From the windup, here's the pitch, swing and a miss, and the count's even 1-1.
The more I do these Sox games with you, the more I learn.
1 ball, 1 strike. Randall Grichuk is ready. Weathers from the windup delivers a shot foul down the third baseline. And the count's now 1-2. Weathers is ready. From the overhead windup, the 1-2 to Grichuk is high with a fastball, and the count's even 2-2. Weathers sets from the windup. Here he comes. Fastball foul. Count stays even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Marlins and Mets go later. 6:10 is that starting time. Pirates and Reds also at 6:10. From the windup, the 2-2 to Grichuk is a slider down low. And the count's full 3-2. Nats and Braves at 6:15. Red Sox and Oakland Athletics at 8:40. The payoff pitch to Grichuk is low, ball 4. They check it first, no swing. Giants and Padres also go at 8:40. At 9:10, the Mariners visit the Dodgers. Colson hitting .271 against left-handed pitchers this year as compared to .234 last year.
Something I find very interesting is since Bobby Woods Jr.'s injury in San Fran, the Royals are 5-3. They have a winning record.
The pitch to Montgomery is a strike, and the count's 0-1 on a sweeper. Montgomery stands in. Weathers comes to the set position. The 1-strike pitch, swinging a foul at the plate, and the count's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to Colson Montgomery. Would love to put the White Sox on the board here. They've gone to the top of the fifth in St. Louis, and they're tied at 1. Throwing error by the Cardinals allowed Bregman to score. Pirates and Reds later. Dr. DeLay will have that call. They're at 6:10. Nats and Braves at 6:15. Mets and Marlins at 6:10. All times are Eastern. And my buddy Big John with the Pure Adrenaline Sports Network will have that call. 0-2 to Colson Montgomery. A step off and a throw to first. Grichuk is back safely. Oh, and 2 the count. Nobody out, a runner aboard in the top of the fourth in the form of Randall Grichuk. In the bottom of the fourth, I beg your pardon, and Colson Montgomery pops it up. Coming in is the first baseman, Ben Rice, who makes the catch in foul territory, and there's 1 out in the fourth. Next time we'll be with you will be tomorrow when the White Sox travel to St. Petersburg to take on the Tampa Bay Rays at 6:10. We're up at 6 o'clock with our pregame show. Beg your pardon. So Everson Pereira is now at the plate with a 1 out in the fourth. Weathers sets at the belt. Kicks and deals. Outside, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. 1 out, bottom of the fourth. Pereira struck out his first time up. Weathers from the set position. The kick in the 0-1. A fastball high and tight, and the count's even 1-1. And actually, Montgomery was out anyway because interference was called. 2 balls, no strikes to count. The pitch on the way is a changeup. Low, 3-0. Wow. Three balls, no strikes. Pereira waits at the plate. Weathers at the belt. And the 3-0 pitch. A fastball, a sinker, I beg your pardon, for a strike on the inside corner, and the count's 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike. Infield double play depth up the middle with 1 out in the bottom of the fourth inning. And the 3-1 pitch. A swing and a bouncing ball to third. They'll go the long way to first. Pereira's retired. Grichuk stands at second now with 2 out in the inning. So they're making Ryan Weathers work, but they can't cash in any runs. Here's Brayton Montgomery, the 7th place hitter for the White Sox, in right field this afternoon. He grounded out back in the second inning. Montgomery hitting at 248, 3 homers. He's driven in 20. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball to short. Volpe bobbled it up with it to toss to first. Is in time. The inning is over. So the White Sox to get a walk, but nothing else. We head to the top of the 5th. Trivia coming up, plus an update. No score from the South Side on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze claw.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps
as they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
All right, time for our trivia here in the fifth inning, and here's the question. Who had the game-winning hit in the first ever Field of Dreams game in 2021? Once again, who had the game-winning hit in the first ever Field of Dreams game in 2021? Ryan McMahon swings at the first pitch and drives it to center. Pereira, moving to his left, makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out in the fifth. Once again, our question, who had the game-winning hit in the first ever Field of Dreams game in 2021? We're in the top of the fifth with 1 out. Here is Austin Wells, who struck out in the third inning. The pitch, inside, ball 1.
I think a good hint for the audience would be the player does not currently play for any team.
Again, our question, who had the game-winning hit in the first ever Field of Dreams game in 2021? Burke from the wine, kicks and deals, swing and a miss on a slider, and the count's even. 1 ball, 1 strike. I just got a big smile from my bride. I love that smile. From the wine, here's the 1-1 pitch. A breaking ball, a knuckle curve, I beg your pardon, inside. And the count's 2-1. 1 out in the fifth. No score in the ball game.
Usually Burke gets those guys with knuckle curve, but he's going to have to try a lot harder with this Yankees lineup.
Burke is set. From the windup, the pitch on the way. A cutter or a strike on the outside corner. And the count is now even at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Only 5 pitches so far here in the fifth inning for Sean Burke. He struggled in the first and he struggled in the fourth. That's when the Yankees had a threat going. The 2-2, a fastball down low, and the count's full 3-2. Each inning where Burke has thrown 20-plus pitches, the Yankees have had multiple runners on, and they had a runner, at least one runner in scoring position. 3-2 the count. The payoff pitch, a swing and a drive in the right center field. Brayton Montgomery going back, and Pereira dives, can't make the catch. It's up against the wall. Austin Wells is headed for second. He'll pull in with a 1-out double. Good piece of hitting by Austin Wells.
That slider bottom right corner of the zone. A lot of hitters are going to get to that, but very close play in center field.
Just out of Pereira's reach. And with a 1 out, the Yankees again have a runner in scoring position. This time it is ninth place hitter Austin Wells. Second hit for the Yankees, a single and now a double. Here's Trent Grisham, who's 0 for 1 on the afternoon. Wells at second, 1 out. The pitch, a cutter for a strike on the outside corner, and the count's 0-1.
Keep in mind, the Yankees do have an ABS challenge in hand, so they do have the advantage on that side.
A 1-1 to Grisham. The kick of the pitch, outside with a changeup, and the count's even 1-1. Grisham is 0 for 1. He reached on interference back in the first. He's got 11 homers and 41 RBIs this season. And he's only batting .212. 1-1 the count. The pitch on the way. A swing and a drive into center field. Pereira is under it. Got it. 2 down in the inning.
Definitely a lot easier of a catch for Pereira. I mean, when it's coming right at you, you can't miss those.
Had to move a little bit to his right, but he did make the catch. And Burke is now sitting at 80 pitches. White Sox may have someone up in the bullpen going very soon, but this has been a pitcher's duel. No score here in the top of the 5th inning. Edgar Quero talking to Sean Burke. And the umpire comes out and says, break it up. As a former umpire, I've had to do that a few times. So 2 out here in the top of the 5th inning. And there is Ben Rice. Rice walked his first trip to the plate. Here's the pitch. A knuckle curve outside for ball 1. Rice walked his first trip up. He's 0 for 1 on the day. 1-0 the count. Wells at second. Burke straightens. Kicks and deals. A shot up the middle and caught by Luisano Acuna. Hang a star on that one, and the White Sox leave a run, and the Yankees leave a runner. The White Sox get out of it. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 left. To the bottom of the 5th. No score on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting teen sisters, it's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast?
No thanks, we're good.
They're always in their own world.
What'd you get there?
Twice the work. Twice the surprises.
Just try it.
But if you think of it that way, they're also twice as fulfilling.
I think you should ask her yourself.
Is it okay to call you Mom?
Of course you can.
Mudded.
I keep forgetting that. Okay. Question of the day goes like this. What is your go-to drink at a sporting event?
Cold, because a lot of stadiums don't have Dr. Pepper. I go with a nice cold Coke.
I know that New Comiskey Park, a.k.a. Rate Field, serves Pepsi, so I go with that.
But I think we've given the guys enough time. Answer to the trivia question of the day. Who had the game-winning hit in the first ever Field of Dreams game? It's Tim Anderson.
Tim Anderson.
Former White Sox shortstop, currently a free agent.
And that was a walk-off home run. So again, to answer the question, who had the game-winning hit in the first ever Field of Dreams game? White Sox played the Yankees, and it was Tim Anderson who walked us off with a 2-run homer in the bottom of the 9th. Luisano Acuna, who made a great play a moment ago, catching a line drive, stands in at the play. From the windup, the pitch, swing and a miss on a sweeper, and the count's 0-1. Acuna 0 for 1 on the afternoon. He grounded out back in the second, hitting at 244 on the year. From the windup, the pitch, swinging a ground ball to short. Anthony Volpe up with it. Long toss to first is in time. 1 out in the 5th. This has been a pitcher's duel, and both pitchers have been great. Here is Edgar Quero, the catcher, who grounded out back in the 3rd inning, hitting at 183. Remember, Kyle Teal, the normal catcher for the White Sox, is on the injured list. From the windup, the pitch, slashed foul out of play to the right. And the count's 0-1 to Edgar Quero. Marlins Mets at 6:10. Our buddies at Pure Adrenaline Sports will have that call. Pirates and Reds also at 6:10. Dr. Delay will have that call. Both on YouTube. The 0-1, low and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike on a sinker. But again, question of the day, what is your go-to drink at a sporting event? The wine of the 1-1 is low with a changeup, and it's 2-1.
I definitely think a lot of people will say beer.
I wouldn't be surprised. I have stopped drinking beer, actually.
I've quit alcohol in general, including hard liquor. So 4 months sober.
Yeah. From the windup, the 2-1. A strike called with a sinker, and the count's even 2-2. They're in the top of the 9th in Minnesota, and the Royals lead the Twins 3-0.
Yeah, and it looks like Lucas Erstag will come in to close. He is warming up in the bullpen.
2-2, the count to Carroll. The pitch on the way, a swing and a ground ball to third. Up with it, Jones. Long toss to first is in time. 2 down in the inning. Ryan McMahon makes the play. And 2 up, 2 down in the 5th.
If you want a successful day from the White Sox, you can't be having these quick at-bats. You need to start making the pitcher fight for these outs.
You got to start making them throw pitches. 8 ground outs, 2 fly outs, 3 strikeouts for Ryan Weathers this afternoon. And you have to wonder if we're going to see Sean Burke in the 6th inning. Here's a leadoff hitter, Chase Mydroth. Weathers winds and deals. Swing and a miss on a sweeper, and the count's 0-1. Mydroth walked back in the 3rd inning. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Weathers winds and deals. Changeup outside, and the count's even 1-1. Each team with 2 hits on the afternoon. From the windup, here's the 1-1 pitch. A changeup low, and it's 2-1 to Chase Mydroth. Two balls, 1 strike. The pitch on the way. A changeup, a sinker missed. I beg your pardon. It's 3-1.
Oh.
2 out in the 5th. No score on the south side. As the White Sox try to extend their Central Division lead.
I'm sorry, but this is where these lost ABS calls is going to start to bite the White Sox.
There's a sweeper on the inside corner for a strike, and the count is full at 3-2. They actually missed it. The pitch actually missed, but they can't challenge it. They have no more ABS challenges remaining. From the windup, the payoff pitch. Swinging a grounder foul, third base side. We'll do it again. And I had a raw feeling this would come back to bite them because there have been a couple of pitches that were missed, but the White Sox can't challenge it. 3-2. Weathers from the windup. The pitch. Inside, ball 4. Mydroth walks again.
It's a good fight from Mydroth to get Murakami out there, your big gun bat.
Now the heart of the order will come up for the White Sox, and Munetaka Murakami with 2 out in the 5th. Sox trying to gain a split in this series against the Yankees. The pitch Outside with a sweeper, ball one. Murakami 1 for 2, singled in the first. 23 homers. He's driven in 49. Weathers is ready. The 1-0 is a sinker for a strike, and the count's even 1-1. One ball, one strike, 2 out to Munetaka Murakami, who calls for time. One and one, the count. 2 out in the fifth. Mydroth leads away at first. Weathers deals a fastball outside, and the count is now 2-1 to Munetaka Murakami. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss on a slider, and the count's even 2-2. Murakami has struck out once today. 18 pitches this inning for Ryan Weathers. He had 27 pitches in the bottom of the first. Murakami's ready, so is Weathers. Lefty on lefty. The pitch on the way. A swing and a foul to the backstop. We'll do it again. We're in the bottom of the fifth. 2 out. Mydroth at first on a 2-out walk. No score in the ball game. They play Murakami to pull. Mydroth goes. A looper into left. Spencer Jones coming in. Center fielder comes in and makes the catch, and the inning is over. So a 2-out walk does nothing for the White Sox. We go to the sixth. No score on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
So Dominguez is retired. He doubled, and the putout goes 9-4-5. Montgomery to Mydroth to Colson Montgomery. Dominguez overslid the bag and was tagged before he can get back to it. So that's erased. 1 out in the 6th inning. Now here's Paul Goldschmidt, who has struck out twice. He takes a fastball for a strike, and it's 0-1. Burke is still out there from the windup. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss on a slider, and the count's 0-2. Stay with us after the ball game. We'll have our post-game show and my personal accountability report. Something I had started a couple of weeks ago. Here's a swing and a high fly ball into center. Pereira jogging in. He's got it. And there's 2 down in the 6th. Sean Burke rolling right along. It took a wild pitch last night to extend the inning. A wild throw, I beg your pardon, from Jason Dominguez, who was catching last night. And then today he overslides third base. Spencer Jones swings at the first pitch, a fastball, and fouls it back for strike 1. And to finish my thought, Jason Dominguez, who was catching last night, overslid the bag today at third and was tagged out by Colson Montgomery. So it's 9-4-5 on that putout. The 0-1 to Spencer is a knuckle curve outside, and the count is now even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Spencer Jones with a single in the 4th. He also stole a base. He's 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Burke settles in on the mound. From the chest high windup, here's the pitch. Low and inside with a fastball, and it's 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike to count. 2 down in the 5th. From the windup, the 2-1 pitch. A fastball low, and it's 3-1. They call for a swing check. He didn't swing. 3-1 to Spencer Jones. He was just able to hold up in time. Three balls and a strike. Burke is ready. Rocks into the line and delivers a swing and a pop into center. Back goes Pereira, circles under it, and he's got it, and the inning is over. So a great play from Brayton Montgomery to Chase Mydroff to Colson Montgomery, erased a leadoff double, and the White Sox wound up retiring the Yankees in order. To the bottom of the 6th we go. No score on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze claw.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting teen sisters, it's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast?
No thanks, we're good.
They're always in their own world.
How'd you get there?
Twice the
Bottom of the sixth inning, no score between the White Sox and the Yankees. No runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Yankees. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error for the White Sox, as they try to salvage a split in this 4-game series. Ryan Weathers back to the mound. I incorrectly said 3 hits for the White Sox. They only have 2 hits. My mistake. Miguel Vargas will lead things off. The pitch to Vargas is a ball down low, 1 ball, no strikes. 3, 4, and 5 due up for the White Sox here in the 6th. Want to know the count to El Tigre. From the windup, the pitch. Swinging a smash foul down the third baseline. The count's even 1 ball, 1 strike. Miguel Vargas is 0 for 2 this afternoon. Weathers, the overhead wind, and the pitch on the way is whacked into left field and caught by Anthony Volpe. Right at the height of his jump. Hang a star on that. 1 out in the 6th. So now Luisano Acuna and Anthony Volpe have great plays at short. One down in the 6th inning. Weathers will deal to Randall Grichuk. Here it comes. Poke foul on a check swing, and the count's 0-1. Grichuk is 1 for 1. He doubled in the first and walked in the third. From the overhead wind, here's the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a bouncing ball past third into left field for a base hit. Now the White Sox have 3 hits. So Grichuk is 2 for 2. And this gutty White Sox team who absolutely refuses to quit have a runner on again. Now let's see if they can cash it in. Colson Montgomery heads to the plate, the 5th place hitter. Lefty on lefty. Montgomery is 0 for 2, a ground out and a foul out. Here's the pitch. Swing a ground ball to Chisholm, throws the second 1, return to Rice, 2, double play. And that is that. So that threat's erased. And we go to the 7th. We got some soccer news coming your way after the break, and we are still scoreless on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps,
as they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central.
Some soccer news for you. Let's go to Droid quickly.
The Union of European Football Associations recently announced this morning that they will not be participating in any FIFA tournaments after Gianni Infantino's proposal to sell a stake in commercial rights of the World Cup or other FIFA tournaments to private investors.
Oh, man. We go to the top of the 7th. No score. Each team has 3 hits as Burke goes 6, strikes out 9. Sean Newcomb on to pitch now for the White Sox. And Jazz Chisholm and the home plate umpire are having a conversation about what? Don't know. All right, we're ready to get to work. We'll get you Burke's final line here in just a moment. He goes 6, strikes out 9. From the windup, the pitch to Chisholm is a bullet in the left field for a base hit. So Chisholm is now 1 for 2 on the year. On the day, beg your pardon. 1 for 2 on the day. Here's a bunt foul up the first baseline as we get back to work from Anthony Volpe, and the count's 0-1. Sean Burke goes 6 innings, gives up 3 hits, no runs, walked 2, struck out 10. He threw 91 pitches on the afternoon, 58 for strikes. That's the pitching line from our starter, Sean Burke. The 0-1, swing and a miss, and the count's 0-2. So 10 strikeouts today for Sean Burke. 2 of them were this man at the plate, Anthony Volpe, who struck out twice. He's got a home run. He's driven in 19. Newcomb from the set, and the 0-2 is outside with a fastball, and that makes the count 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to Volpe. From the set, they'll throw to first instead to chase Chisholm back to first base. One and two, the count. Newcomb is set. The pitch. Swinging a foul out of play, and the count stays where it is at 1-2. The pitch on the way. A swing and a fly ball to right. Brayton Montgomery trotting toward the foul line, makes the catch. 1 down in the 7th. And Jazz Chisholm stays put. One out, no score. Chisholm at first with a leadoff hit here in the 7th inning. There's a toss to first, and the runner is back safely.
I quit.
Here's the pitch to McMahon, and that is blasted to right. Montgomery, he's got it! What a play by the young right fielder, Brayton Montgomery. He's going to be with this team for a long time. Terrific catch out in right field by Brayton Montgomery on a sinking line drive. And there's 2 outs now in the 7th inning. Man, this young man can play.
Cody Clemens walks it off for the Twins in the bottom of the 9th. with a grand slam.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. A grand slam, a walk-off grand slam won it for the Twins 4-3. And they got Chisholm picked off. Acuna runs him back. Now to Murakami. Murakami flips. Tag is made by Mydrop. Chisholm is out. Inning is over. I'm not even going to try to score that one, but Chisholm gets picked off. A great play by Braden Montgomery, and the White Sox are out of the jam. Time to stretch. Bottom of the 7th inning. No score on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
Hope you had a great stretch as we head to the bottom of the 7th. No score here on the south side, and Everson Pereira will lead things off for the White Sox. No runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Yankees, or no runs on 3 hits and 1 error for the White Sox. As we start the 7th, Pereira bunts up the third baseline, but foul. And the count is 0-1 to Everson Pereira. We're in the top of the 7th in St. Louis, still tied at 1. As Droy just mentioned a moment ago, the Twins, trailing 3-0, walked it off with a grand slam. And they win 4-3. Marlins and Mets at 6:10 this evening. Here's the pitch. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike on a changeup. Everson Pereira is 0 for 2. A strikeout and a ground out. At the moment, he's hitting .216. And time called at the plate. Angel Chivilli throwing now for the New York Yankees. Here's the pitch. A changeup low, and it's 2-1. Here's a swing and a drive to right. Headed foul, and it is out of play by Pereira, and the count's even 2-2. Jason Dominguez couldn't make the catch in the right field corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Everson Pereira. Ryan Weathers is ready from the overhead windup. The pitch on the way is low, 3-2. See if the White Sox can get a rally going. We're in the bottom of the 7th. We have no score. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called on a slider. And Pereira thought he drew a walk. He did not. He gets struck out by Weathers. And there's one out in the 7th on the 100th pitch from Ryan Weathers. And that is absolutely the correct call. Weathers tried to sell it. Didn't get it. AB Media with us from Indianapolis, Indiana. Thank you for joining. MLB White Sox is with us. Here's the pitch. A sweeper for a strike, and the count's 0-1. Tony V joins us from Twitch. Brayton Montgomery 0 for 2, 2 ground outs on the afternoon. Currently hitting at 247. The pitch on the way. A swing and a high fly ball into deep center field. Back goes McMahon in front of the track. He's got it. 2 down in the inning. It died just before Trent Grisham got to the track. And the wind's blowing from right to left. Ryan Weathers has 102 pitches to date, and Aaron Boone's going to come and get him. We're going to add a pick to click. Want everybody to see who they think will have a great game. And at the end of the game, we'll award our player or players of the game during our post-game show. We'll wrap this up. And Weathers is not coming out. He convinced Aaron Boone to leave him in. There's 2 out in the 7th inning. Sean Burke pitched 6 innings. Gave up 3 hits, no runs. He walked a pair and he struck out 10. Here is Luis Angel Acuna. Ryan Weathers, the lefty, has been doing work this afternoon for the Yankees. Weathers deals. A sweeper outside for ball 1. Tried to get Acuna to chase, and Luis Angel Acuna has grounded out twice. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and the count's even 1-1. Edgar Quero on deck, and then back to the top of the order and Chase Mydroff. Weathers is ready from the overhead line. Here's the pitch. Low with a changeup, and it's 2-1. Weathers is ready. Infield back all the way around. From the overhead windup, here's the 2-1. A swing and a bouncing ball to third. Toss to first at Ben Rice is in time, and that's that. White Sox go up and out in order in the 7th. We go to the 8th. There's no score on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting teen sisters, it's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast?
No thanks, we're good.
They're always in their own world.
What'd you get there?
Twice the work. Twice the surprises.
Just try it.
But if you think of it that way, they're also twice as fulfilling.
I think you should ask her yourself.
Is it okay to call you Mom?
Of course you can.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brooks Night Guard. Now the Brooks Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to brooksnightguard.com and order yours today.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the ticket.
We go to the top of the 8th as Sean Newcomb delivers a strike, and the count is 0-1. From the windup, the 0-1 pitch, a bouncing ball off of Newcomb. He rallies to get to it. Underhand toss to Murakami at first. Rosario is retired as the pinch hitter, and there's one out in the 8th inning. Wayne says, who's going to make that one mistake? Personally, I'd rather a slugfest, just a bit more exciting, unless we get the game winner. Well, there's a chance, Wayne. But this has been a terrifically pitched game by both teams. Sean Burke was outstanding with 10 strikeouts. Here's the pitch to Grissom, a fastball upstairs and in for ball 1. Grisham is 0 for 2, reached on interference back in the first inning. Here's the pitch, low and inside, and the count's 2-0 to Trent Grisham. In case you missed it, Burke went 6 innings, no runs on 3 hits. He walked 2, struck out 10. The pitch, swing and a miss on a sinker, and the count's 2-1. Two balls, one strike, one out in the top of the 8th inning. No score in the ball game. The pitch, swing and a miss, and the count's 2-2. Newcomb is ready, but steps off the rubber. Trent Grisham 0 for 2 in the afternoon. Newcomb stands back in. And here it comes. A swing and a bouncing ball through for a base hit in the right field. Meindroth could not get to it. 5th hit for the New York Yankees this afternoon. And Grisham has his first hit of the day. Now here's Ben Rice, who takes a changeup outside for ball 1. Rice is 0 for 2. He walked back in the first inning. We're in the top of the 8th with no score. From the set, here's the 1-0. A sinker low, and it's 2-0. As Wayne just said, who's going to make that one mistake? And they play Ben Rice to pull to the right side. One out in the 8th. Here's the pitch. A sinker low and outside. It's 3-0. Three balls, no strikes. The kick and the pitch. A strike called with a fastball on the inside lower corner, and it's 3-1. Three balls, one strike. One out, one on here in the top of the 8th inning. The pitch. Sinker outside, ball 4. Rice walks for the second time. So Ben Rice is on again. with Grisham at second base. And here is Jason Dominguez. This is a good young player at the plate facing Sean Newcomb. The pitch, strike called down and in for strike one. Dominguez 1 for 3. He doubled back in the 6th inning. Got a runner in scoring position here in the 8th with 1 out. The 0-1 bounced foul third base side, and the count's 0-2. Jason Dominguez doubled, tried to stretch it to a triple, overslid the base, and was tagged out by Colson Montgomery. And that was a big out in the 6th. 0-2 the count. 2 on, 1 out. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss on a fastball. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. And Dominguez is retired. He's now 1 for 4. First strikeout for Newcomb. 2 out in the 8th. So here is Paul Goldschmidt facing Sean Newcomb. The pitch. Swing and a miss on a slurve. He did swing. They checked it first. He said that Goldschmidt swung, and the count's 0-1. Paul Goldschmidt is 0 for 3. For all the White Sox fans, who's your favorite White Sox player of all time? I got a few of them. The 0-1 to Goldschmidt. A swing and a shot to right. Brayton Montgomery trotting under it. Got it. Inning over. 2 more stranded by the Yankees. And that is that. We go to the bottom of the 8th. White Sox nothing, Yankees nothing on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps
as they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life-holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central.
If you're the kind of person that likes to drive a lot,
well, we got a tough schedule coming up because we'll see a couple of ranked teams, a couple of division. We'll see a division leader as we start our road trip in Tampa. We got 3 in Tampa and 3 in Boston. Brent Hedrick on to pitch to Edgar Quero, and he swings and fouls it off for strike 1. Brent Hendrick on to pitch for the Yankees. Ali Sanchez will catch. Here's the pitch. Outside, and the count's even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Edgar Quero is 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. A swing and a little looper to right. Coming in fast is Dominguez. He's got it. 1 down in the 8th inning. One down in the 8th. White Sox and Yankees are scoreless. Brent Hedrick on to pitch for the Yankees. Here's the top of the order and Chase Mydroth. And the pitch is a strike with a fastball, and the count's 0-1. Ryan Weathers goes 7, doesn't give up a run. Brian Hudson, the lefty, warming up in the White Sox bullpen. He may be coming in the ninth. The pitch, low and outside with a splitter, and the count's even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Mydroth is 0 for 1. He has walked twice. Both teams have had opportunities to score, and neither have. Here's the pitch. Outside with a slider, 2-0. Tony says Frank Thomas, Bobby Jenks, and Ken Griffey Jr. I can't argue with any of those. For me, you add Paul Konerko to that list. 2 balls and a strike to Mydroth. The pitch on the way. Fastball outside, and the count's 3-1. Three balls and a strike to Chase Mydroth. Murakami on deck. A pitch. Low, ball 4, and Mydroth walks for the 3rd time. Third time that Mydroth has been on base via the walk, and here is Munetaka Murakami, who is 1 for 3. He singled in the first. You would love to have him split the gap here. Lefty versus lefty. Hedrick kicks and comes home. A fastball strike on the outside corner, and the count's 0-1. And having a second look, that pitch was way outside. 0-1 the count to Murakami. Hedrick from the set position. The kick and the pitch. A slider low, and the count's even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Patient hitting is what you need as we are in the late innings now. One and one the count to Murakami. Here's the pitch. It's low, and it's 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. The runner is Chase Mydroth on at first. Munetaka Murakami at the plate. The 2-1 pitch. Swinging a foul, and the count's even 2-2. Hedrick is set. The 2-2. Fastball inside. Strike 3 called. And there's 2 down in the 8th. And that was a strike anyway, even if he didn't swing, which he didn't. So 2 down in the 8th with Mydroth at first, and here's El Tigre, Miguel Vargas. The pitch. Low and outside. They check it first for a swing, and they say he did swing. So the count's 0-1. Vargas 0 for 3, a strikeout, a pop out, and a line out. Hedrick from the set position. The kick and the pitch is low, and it gets away. Mydroth will head to second base. So for the 4th time today, the White Sox have a runner in scoring position with 2 out. In the bottom of the 8th inning. The pitch to Vargas. Swing and a miss, and the count's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 down here in the bottom of the 8th inning. No score between the White Sox and the Yankees in the last of a 4-game series. The pitch on the way, a curveball. Missed it. Wow. But they're going to take a look, and I think this is a strikeout. It's not. Wow. Thought that was outside. Thought that was inside corner. So now the count's 2-2 to Edgar Quero. Hitting at .278 with runners in scoring position, 25 hits and 90 at-bats. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss. And Vargas is gone, and Vargas is now 0 for 4. Whew, this has been a pitcher's duel and a half. We go to the ninth. No score on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
We go to the top of the ninth inning, and there is no score in the ball game. Whoops. What did I do here? Top of the ninth, and a fly to left. Randall Grichuk is under it. He's got it. 1 out in the ninth inning. That's what I get for pushing buttons. Brian Hudson now on to pitch. Brian Hudson now on to pitch for the White Sox here in the ninth, making his 48th appearance, 45 2/3 innings with a 2.96 ERA. And you'd like to keep the Yankees right where they are. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now hits the plate with 1 out in the ninth. Yes, I said that right. Ninth inning and no score. Lefty versus lefty. The pitch, a swing and a high fly ball to right, but foul. Chisholm is 1 for 2, a walk and a strikeout. He bats here in the ninth. He does have a single to his credit this afternoon. Chisholm hitting at .225, 16 homers, 45 RBIs to this juncture. 0-1 the count. The pitch on the way, a sweeper low, and the count's even 1 ball, 1 strike. 3 at St. Pete tomorrow against the Rays, and then a day off, and then 3 in Boston against the Red Sox, who are suddenly red-hot contenders for a wild card spot. Here's the 1-1 outside with a fastball, 2-1. And then we see Cleveland for 3. Actually, I take that back. I think we see Cleveland for 4. And that will probably decide the division. Because after those games against Cleveland, we do not see them again. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. From the set position, here's the pitch. A sweeper outside, ball 3. 3 balls and a strike to Jazz Chisholm Jr. here in the ninth inning. Here's a 3-1 pitch. A swing and a tapper toward third. High chop to Colson Montgomery. The throw to first is in time to Murakami. 2 down in the ninth. And Chisholm hesitated coming out of the box. And the moment he hesitated, he was cooked. The moment he hesitated, he was cooked. I'm messing with my camera here. Here's Anthony Volpe with 2 outs in the ninth, and the pitch. Strike call to the inside corner. The count's 0-1. Volpe is 0 for 3, struck out twice and fouled out. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and the count's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Brian Hudson working to Anthony Volpe here in the top of the ninth. The White Sox using their third pitcher of the ball game. Fans stand up at right field looking for the strikeout. The pitch on the way. A fastball outside. It counts 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. Here in the top of the ninth. The pitch to Volpe. They appeal. No swing. And that's the correct call. Counts now even at 2-2. 2-2 the count. Hudson sets at the chest. The pitch. Swinging a fly ball to right. Brayton Montgomery drifting back. He's got it. Inning over. Nothing across for the Yankees. They go up and out in order. Colson Montgomery will lead off the bottom of the ninth with a chance to win. No score on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting teen sisters, it's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast?
No thanks, we're good.
They're always in their own world.
What'd you get there?
Twice the work. Twice the surprises.
Just try it.
But if you think of it that way, they're also twice as fulfilling.
I think you should ask her yourself.
Is it okay to call you Mom?
Of course you can.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brooks Night Guard. Now the Brooks Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to brooksnightguard.com and order yours today.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No.
No runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Yankees. No runs, 3 hits and an error for the White Sox. Angel Schiavelli will come on to pitch. Sam Antonacci will hit for Colson Montgomery. The right-hander deals. Swinging a bouncer foul, first base side for strike 1. Antonacci hitting at 278, 8 homers. He's driven in 32. He had a big 2-run homer last night in the White Sox comeback win. Cubs and Cardinals are 2 apiece. They're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Schiavelli deals. swinging a shot foul to the left, and the count's 0-2. Max Schumann is now in left field for Spencer Jones. Ali Sanchez catching. He came in the 8th inning for New York. Antonacci is ready. So is Chiavelli. And the 0-2 pitch is low and it gets away, and the count's 1-2. Mariners and Dodgers at 9:10 tonight. Chiavelli on the hill facing Sam Antonacci. The pitch on the way. Outside, and the count's even 2-2. Cody Clemens with the game-winning slam for the Minnesota Twins as they beat the Royals 4-3. The pitch on the way. Swinging a foul. We'll do it again. Ms. Gina is with us. Says, how are you today? Was nervous for a second. There was no sound. I'm sorry about that. I forgot to push the microphone button. Two and two the count. Chiavelli is ready. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss on a changeup. And there's one out in the 9th. Both of these teams have pitched very well this afternoon. Mets and Marlins to go later. Here is Colson Montgomery. 0 for 3 on the afternoon. He grounded into a double play. He has grounded out, and he has struck out. The pitch to Colson is low and inside with a slider, ball 1. No, Gina, do not toss your phone. That wasn't your fault. It was mine. There was a button I forgot to push coming back from a break. 1-0 the count to Colson Montgomery. The kick and the pitch, swinging a miss on a slider, and the count's even 1-1. If we go to the 10th, there will be a ghost runner at second base for both the Yankees and the White Sox. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom of the 9th inning and no score. The pitch on the way, a swing and a foul on a slider, and the count's 1-2. That was kind of a lazy swing from Colson Montgomery. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out in the bottom of the 9th inning. Chiavelli is set, kicks, deals, swing and a miss on a slider, 2 down. Two up, 2 down in the 9th inning, both on sliders. Sending love and support. Thank you, Ms. Gina. Appreciate it. Here is Tristan Peters that will pinch hit, hitting at .272, 6 homers. He's driven in 37. Would love to see number 38 leave the yard. 2 out in the 9th, no score, nobody on for the White Sox. Chiavelli is set. The pitch on the way is a changeup low for ball 1. Want to know the count to Tristan Peters. The kick and the pitch. Swinging a high fly ball into left field. Max Schumann is jogging in. Got it. Inning over. We're going to extras. For the second straight game, the White Sox and Yankees are playing extra innings. We go to the 10th. No score on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central.
If you're the kind of person that
We go to the top of the 10th inning. For the second straight game, the White Sox and Yankees are playing extra innings. It took 12 to decide it last night. We're in the 10th right now. And Gina, yes, it has been all about the pitchers today. Chris Murphy, the fourth pitcher for the White Sox. First time White Sox and Yankees have entered the 10th inning score tied 0-0 since 1968. And Ryan McMahon was just hit by a pitch. So now we got first and second with nobody out. Murphy tried a curveball and it hit Ryan McMahon in the shoulder. So now we got a mess. Here is Ali Sanchez sitting at 250. He's got a home run. He's driven in 7. Murphy from the set position. Bunt shown. Pulled back. It's up the third baseline. They go to second. They get 1. Can they return it? Yes! Double play! Great play. Great play. So now you got a runner at third with 2 out. And I think Aaron Boone wants a look at it. Yep, the Yankees are going to challenge it. I thought they turned that. Montgomery with a great job charging in to get the runner at second and Ryan McMahon. I think he's safe. I think he is safe. He is safe. He is safe. The foot was on the bag before Mydroff could catch the throw. So he is safe. And the Yankees will have runners at the corners with only 1 out instead of 2 outs. I think he is safe. Yeah, we're looking at the replay right here. Sanchez beat it. He is safe. So the double play will turn into a fielder's choice. Foot tagged the bag before Mydroff could catch the throw. Sanchez immediately says, look at it. So this should not take long. This will put runners at the corners with 1 out in the 10th. Oh, no. They say call confirmed. Wow. Okay, so they did get it right. They did get it right. Sanchez is safe. 1 out. Runners at the corners for Trent Grisham. He has singled in the game today. And the pitch. Swinging a line drive, base hit in the left center field. That'll get one home. And we'll have runners at first and second here in the 10th. And the Yankees finally break the scoreless tie. It's 1-0. Anthony Volpe, the ghost runner, scored. We're in the 10th inning, 1-0 in favor of the New York Yankees on a run-scoring single from Trent Grisham. And this inning began with a hit by pitch. A double play was turned, but was then overturned because Ali Sanchez beat the throw at first. Sanchez is now at second, Grisham at first, Ben Rice at the plate. He has walked twice. And you want to keep the score right here if you're the White Sox. Double play is in order. The pitch to Rice. Low and outside, ball one with a slider. This has been a fantastic game. It's 1-0 Yankees here in the top of the 10th inning. Second straight day, these teams have gone extra innings. The pitch, strike called with a slider, and the count's even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sir Anthony Dominguez up and throwing for the White Sox just in case. 1-1 the count here in the 10th. The pitch on the way, a breaking ball missed. That's a second curveball from Murphy that slipped out of his hand. Counts 2-1. Runners at first and second, 1 down in the 10th. The pitch on the way, a swing and a high fly ball into left. Back on it is Antonacci. He's got it, 2 down to the inning. And again, if you're the White Sox, you want to keep this score right where it is, and you'll have the tying run in scoring position in the bottom of the 10th inning. Now here is Jason Dominguez, who is 1 for 4. He doubled in the 6th, but was wiped out trying to stretch it to third as he overslid the bag, and then Montgomery tagged him. We're in the top of the 10th. 1-0 New York. Here's the pitch. Swinging a high fly ball into center. Under it is Pereira. He's got it. Inning over. But the Yankees get a run on 2 hits. No errors, and they leave a pair. Now the White Sox need 1 to tie and 2 to win. We go to the bottom of the 10th. Yankees 1, White Sox nothing on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
And ever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crown they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sport.
Let me try that again. Tristan Peters will be the runner at second for the White Sox. He represents the tying run. Shavili was terrific in that 9th inning, But now you got a left-handed hitting Brayton Montgomery coming to the plate, who was 0 for 3, 2 ground outs and a fly out. A base hit gets home the tying run. Here's the pitch. Low and outside with a changeup, ball 1. 1 run, 6 hits, no errors for the Yankees. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error for the White Sox. Tristan Peters represented the tying run at second base. Chiavelli comes set. And the pitch on the way. Did he hold up? No, he did not. They say he swung, and the count's even 1 ball, 1 strike. And the call was correct. He did not hold up after looking at the replay. Montgomery's disappointed. 1-1 the count. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and the count's 1-2 on a slider. Tomorrow we head to St. Petersburg with 3 with Tampa Bay, and then a day off on Monday, and then 3 with Boston before coming home on August 7th to face the Cleveland Guardians in a battle for first place in the Central Division. Andrew Benintendi waits on deck. 1-2 the count. And the pitch on the way. Swinging a tapper foul at the plate will do it again. One and two the count with Peters at second. And the pitch. Swinging a tapper foul will do it again. Another changeup. 1-0 Yankees. We're in the bottom of the 10th inning. And the White Sox trying to come back again, just like they did last night. They came back from 4-0 down, then came back from 5-4 to win it in 12, 6-5. What kind of magic tricks do they have up their sleeve now? And let's hope the wand is working. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Brayton Montgomery. Chiavelli set on the mound. Working from the stretch with Peters at second. And the pitch on the way is low, and it gets away, and Peters will head to third. Oh, what a break. What a break. Peters is now at third with nobody out. A sacrifice fly gets him home to tie this baby up. Count is now even at 2-2 to Brayton Montgomery, switch hitter. The pitch, swing and a miss. Montgomery's gone. 1 down in the 10th. Now you got Andrew Benintendi coming up. Tying run at third, 1 out in the 10th inning. And they're having a talk with Chiavelli on the mound, trying to keeping his confidence up. All the infielders giving him encouragement. But Benintendi, the Yankee killer of old, stands in, hitting at 241, 10 homers. He's driven in 54. How about 11 and 56 right here? And let's get the heck out of here. You got RBI number 55, 90 feet away. Here's the pitch. A slider low for ball 1. We're approaching the 3-hour mark of this ball game. Chiavelli quickly set. Infield up. The pitch on the way. A swing and a high fly ball in a deep right field, but foul. Oh, man. Chiavelli made a mistake, and Benintendi jumped all over it, but it was foul. As the great Hawk Harrelson once said, right size, wrong shape. Infield up all the way around. Bottom of the 10th inning. Runner at third. The pitch. Change up low, and the count's 2-1. Make him throw pitches. Do not chase anything out of the. I know it's hard to do because it starts in the zone, but then the bottom drops out. 2-1 to Benintendi. And the pitch on the way is low. 3-1. Make him come to you. Make him come to you. Benintendi got a hold of one, but it curved foul. 3-1. Edgar Quero on deck. The pitch on the way. A swing to Tapper up the middle. And through for a base hit. Peters is home, and we're tied at 1. Andrew Benintendi, the Yankee killer, ties the game with a single up the middle. And now Benintendi represents the winning run. And guess who's coming to the plate? Edgar Quero. So new life for the White Sox here in the 10th. The pitch to Quero. Outside, ball 1. Quero also a switch hitter. 0 for 3 today. 2 ground outs and a fly out. Is there any more magic left in this team? These guys just won't quit. The 1-0 to Quero. A swing and a miss, and the count's even 1-1. Can Quero do it again? Can he at least keep the inning alive and advance the runner? The pitch, a swing and a line drive into right field and down for a base hit. Ask and ye shall receive. Edgar Quero is on, and now the winning run is at second base. He threw him a fastball on the inside corner, and Quero knew what to do with it as he whacked it into right center field for a base hit. Now the winning run in Andrew Benintendi stands at second base. And Angel Chivilli's day is done. 1-1 tie in the bottom of the 10th. We'll tell you about the new pitcher after this.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze claw.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
Fernando Cruz is your pitcher now, making his 51st appearance, 45 in the third innings pitched, a 2.58 ERA, and he's got a miss. Runners at first and second with 1 out. The winning run is Andrew Benintendi. He stands at second base. He singled home the tying run. Standing at first is Edgar Quero and Chase Mydroth at the plate. Here she comes. A splitter for a strike, and it's 0-1. Mydroth 0 for 1 has walked 3 times in the game today. A walk here would load the bases. A base hit would possibly win the game. 0-1. The pitch on the way is low with a splitter. They check it first, no swing, and the count's even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Great job by Mydroth holding up just in the nick of time. 1-1 the count. Mydroth at the plate. Runners at first and second. The pitch on the way. A swing and a tapper over the pitcher's head to second. Step on second, 1. Return to first. Got it. Double play, inning over. 4-3 on that double play. Jazz Chisholm to Ben Rice, and the inning is over. But the White Sox tie it on a base hit by Andrew Benintendi. We go to the 11th. Here we go again. 1 apiece on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting teen sisters, it's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast?
No thanks, we're good.
We head to the 11th inning. And it's tied at 1 apiece. And Sir Anthony Dominguez comes on to pitch for the White Sox. Hold on to your seats here. Dominguez making his 42nd appearance, 36 and a third innings pitch with a 4.21 ERA. 1-1 tie here in the top of the 11th inning. They played 12 yesterday. They're playing 11 today, at least. Here is Paul Goldschmidt to lead things off in the 11th. Runner at second, nobody out. The pitch to Paul is a sweeper low, ball 1. Jason Dominguez, the ghost runner at second base for the New York Yankees. A run on 6 hit for the Yankees, a run on 5 hits for the White Sox. Goldschmidt is 0 for 4. The pitch on the way. A sweeper low, and the count's 2-0 to Paul Goldschmidt. Join us for the SMSN postgame show. Sam Antonacci now at second base. Chase Mydroth moves to short. Andrew Benintendi now in left. The pitch on the way. A sinker outside. It's 3-0. Dominguez was the closer for the White Sox, but he blew 3 saves and has been removed from closing duties. 3-0 the count to Paul Goldschmidt. The pitch on the way is a strike right down the middle with a fastball, 3-1. Come on back and get him. Goldschmidt's ready, so is Dominguez. Here she comes. Swinging a high fly ball on the right. Brayton Montgomery under it. Runner tags. That could get him to third. Out there, runner Dominguez tags, throws, and safe at third. This time he did not overslide the bag. So the go-ahead run stands at third with 1 out in the 10th inning. If this run does come home, you want to keep it at 1 run. If you're the White Sox, you don't want this run to score. Max Schumann now at the plate came in to play left field in the 8th inning. Here's the pitch. Swinging a pop-up, but out of play for strike one. Schumann 0 for 1, lying down in the ninth inning. Hitting at 206, 2 homers, 8 runs batted in. We're approaching 3 hours on this ball game. Infield in, all the way around. Dominguez from the set position. The kick and the pitch, swinging a pop-up. Right side, into foul territory is Quero, and it's out of play. And the count's 0-2 to Goldschmidt. 1-1 tie here in the top of the 11th inning. Sir Anthony Dominguez on to pitch for the White Sox, with Jason Rodriguez standing at third base, representing the go-ahead run. Oh, and 2 the count. 1 out, 1 on here in the 11th. The pitch, high with a fastball, and the count's 1-2. Infield up all the way around, trying to prevent the runner at third from scoring. One and two to Max Schumann. On the way. Swing and a miss on a sweeper. 2 down of the inning. What a pitch. What a pitch from Sir Anthony Dominguez. As I've started to ask often with that sweeper, what kind of filth was that? You're not out of the woods yet. You got to get one more out. And they intentionally walked Jazz Chisholm Jr. for Anthony Volpe, who was 0 for 4. A pair of strikeouts, a foul out, a line out, and he scored the run in the 10th inning to put the Yankees ahead. Now Jose Caballero will pinch run for Jazz Chisholm. So a lot of moves being made on both sides. All right, Sir Anthony Dominguez, the floor is yours. Get us out of here. Caballero at first, Dominguez at third. Caballero does not run, and the sinker inside for ball one. One ball, no strikes to Anthony Volpe, who was 0 for 4 in the afternoon. The pitch is low. Runner takes off. They don't throw through to second base. So now you have runners at second and third with 2 out in the 11th inning. Do you come in or do you leave your fielders where they are? You leave them where they are. The pitch on the way, swinging a foul out of play, and the count's 2-1. Again, Volpe today, 0 for 4. A pair of strikeouts, a foul out, a line out, and he scored the first run of the game at the top of the 10th inning. 2-1. Dominguez's pitch, swinging a foul out of play to the right, and the count's 2-2. The fans are beginning to stand up again, wanting a strikeout. $30,000 plus at Rate Field this afternoon. Watching a great game. 2-2. The pitch on the way, swinging a foul out of play to the right. We'll do it again. Counts even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that got a piece of Quero. But he's fine. He's ready. Here it comes. Swing a ground ball to third. My draw to first. Got him. Inning over. Sir Anthony Dominguez gets out of the jam. And a welcome to Moizubi and A Pizzle. And I hope I said that right, Moisey. If I didn't, please let me know. To the bottom of the 11th, 1-1 tie on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kermit the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps
as they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central.
Bottom of the 11th inning, 1-1 tie, and a chance for the White Sox to walk it off again. Edgar Quero was a hero last night with a bloop single to center, and Munetaka Murakami will lead off with a runner at second here in the bottom of the 11th inning. Jose Caballero now is playing second base for the New York Yankees. From the set position, time is called. Hold it. And they said, we're not even going to mess with Murakami. So Murakami draws an intentional walk. They're not even going to mess around. So Murakami heads to first. Here is Miguel El Tigre Vargas, who has struck out twice. He has popped out and he is lined out. Oh, for a base hit here. Cruz is ready. Here she comes. Swinging a miss on a splitter, and the count's 0-1. On one, the count. 2 on, nobody out here in the 11th. Here it comes. Swinging a foul at the plate. And the count is 0-2. The Cubs have taken the lead over the Cardinals 4-2. They're in the bottom of the 10th inning in St. Louis. Ghost Runner does make the game interesting in a way. Here she comes. Low. And Vargas holds up. And the count's 1-2. Rising Rhino, a salute to you, my brother. Thanks for joining. Victor Locke, same to you. And A Pizzle 8, same to you. Thanks to everybody joining us this afternoon. This has been a good one. 1 ball, 2 strikes to El Tigre, Miguel Vargas. Cruz is set. The pitch on the way. Outside. They check at first. No swing. Vargas was able to hold up in time, and the count is now even at 2-2. The Twins walk off on the Royals 4-3 with a grand slam from Cody Clemens in Minnesota this afternoon. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Miguel Vargas. And the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss on a splitter. 1 down in the 11th. And now you got the double play in order. The Pure Adrenaline Sports Crew. Big John checking in. Here is Sam Antonacci, who was 0 for 1. He struck out in the 9th inning. The White Sox walked off last night. Can they do it this afternoon? They had to tie the game in the 11th, or in the 10th, I beg your pardon. Cruz is ready. The pitch. Splitter for a strike, and the count's 0-1. Let's see if Sam Ian can walk us off. The pitch on the way. A swing and a bouncing ball. Base. Oh, what a stop. Ben Rice gets to it. But it's an infield hit, and that'll load the bases as Sam Antonacci gets on with a base hit, and the bases are now loaded. What a stop by Ben Rice at first. It squeaked under his glove. But the bases are loaded. The double play is in order. Let's see if the Yankees challenge and bring the runners in. Colson Montgomery is overdue. He is 0 for 4 with a ground out, a pop out. He grounded into a double play, and he struck out. So Brian Hudson for the White Sox is off the hook in this tie game at 1 here in the 11th. The pitch to Colson is low, ball 1 with a splitter. 1 ball, no strikes. A 1-1 tie in the 11th. These teams have played 23 innings in the past 24 hours. Infield up at the corners, back at double play depth up the middle. They play Montgomery to pull. Time is called at the plate. If you like what you see and what you hear, then do me a favor and subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/Snowman Multimedia. You can also help with a donation through Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo. The IDs you need are on the screen. 1-0 to Colson Montgomery. Cruz is ready. The pitch on the way. Fastball outside. It's 2-0. To Colson Montgomery. And nowhere to put him. Montgomery is ready, and so is Cruz. The pitch on the way. High and wide, 3-0. So he began with a splitter that missed, and then 2 straight fastballs, both at 93. 3-0 to Colson Montgomery. You got 2 pitches to play with if you're Montgomery. Let him come to you. 3-0 the count to Montgomery. The pitch on the way. A strike right down the middle with a fastball, 3-1. You got 1 more to play with. Like, share, and subscribe for those of you watching our television broadcast on the YouTube channel. And if you can help with a donation, that would be great. 3-1 to Colson Montgomery. The kick and the pitch. A strike with a slider, and the count's full 3-2. Well, Montgomery is just taking one. Well, he took 2, a fastball and a slider. Montgomery calls for time. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Cruz is ready. So is Montgomery. On the way. Ball 4! Ball 4! Oh, no! They said he swung. I'd have a look at that. I don't think he swung. I take that back. Yes, he did. I take that back. Yes, he did. He did cross the barrier, and now there's 2 outs in the inning. And Victor, you're right. He forced the chase. Here is Tristan Peters with the bases loaded and 2 out. Here she comes. Fastball outside, ball 1. Doggone it. I thought Montgomery held up. Now the Yankees are challenging, and they just lost their challenging because that pitch was high. 1 ball, no strikes to Tristan Peters. He flew out in the 9th inning. He scored a run in the 10th. 1-0 the count. Bases loaded. Infield back at their normal positions, and the pitch on the way is high, 2-0. Unless he puts it right in the zone, Tristan Peters, you don't take the bat off your shoulder. 2 balls, no strikes. Bases loaded. The only run you're worried about is my drop. He's at third base. Murakami at second. Antonacci at first. Cruz is ready. Here it comes. A fastball. Miss! 3-0. Wow. That was close. And again, Peters, just like Montgomery before him, is in the catbird seat. Unless it's right down the middle and you can hack it, do not take the ball off your shoulder. 3-0, 2 out, bases loaded. The pitch on the way. Ball 4! That's a White Sox winner! A 4-pitch walk to Tristan Peters, and for the second consecutive day, the White Sox have walked off against the New York Yankees. Tristan Peters with the game-winning RBI, and the walk-off wins in back-to-back games for the first time since 2023 for our White Sox. Are 2 full games ahead of the Cleveland Guardians heading into this weekend. Wow, what a finish on the South Side. We'll come back and wrap this baby up after these messages on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crown they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting teen sisters, it's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast?
No thanks, we're good.
They're always in their own world.
What'd you get there?
Twice the work. Twice the surprises.
Just try it.
But if you think of it that way, they're also twice as fulfilling.
I think you should ask her yourself.
Is it okay to call you Mom?
Of course you can.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Shoo! The White Sox walk off again, 2-1, the final in 11 innings. Final totals on the board look like this. For the White Sox, 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 error, 10 left on base. For the Yankees, 1 run, 6 hits, no errors. They left 11. Sir Anthony Dominguez is the winner. He's now 4-3. Fernando Cruz takes the loss. He is 4-5 on the year. Winning RBI belongs to Tristan Peters, who drew a 4-pitch walk in the bottom of the 11th inning to score the game-winning run. Sean Burke went 6 innings, gave up 3 hits, no runs, walked 2, struck out 10. That was the White Sox starter. Ryan Weathers goes 7, gave up 3 hits, walked 3, struck out 4. And then Hedrick, Schiavelli, and Cruz followed him. Newcomb, Hudson, Murphy, and Sir Anthony Dominguez followed Sean Burke. But it's Dominguez who gets the win, and the White Sox split with the New York Yankees. Final today, White Sox 2, Yankees 1. 3 hours and 15 minutes was the time of the game, and 29,384 was the attendance at Rate Field. We're on the road for 6 games beginning this weekend. We'll be in St. Petersburg for 3 with the East-leading Tampa Bay Rays. Take a break, and then 3 more with the Boston Red Sox before we see the Cleveland Guardians next weekend. Hope you enjoyed this one as we enjoyed bringing it to you. I know I certainly did, and I hope you enjoyed the outcome. Final score, White Sox 2, Yankees 1. And that is a White Sox winner. White Sox moved to 2 games ahead of the Cleveland Guardians in the Central Division. My time is up. Hope y'all enjoyed it as we enjoyed bringing it to you. Back tomorrow with the Rays and the White Sox. 6:10 is the first pitch. 6 o'clock is our start time. Thank you all for tuning in to our simulcast via radio or television and YouTube, and we will see you tomorrow from Tampa. So long, everybody.
Preceding has been a presentation of the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.